to talk about all three of these matches. All three, very entertaining, right? And we just got to call something out real quick. Whoever sets the Champions League schedule, right? They need to be arrested. How the hell do you have these three games kicking off at the same time? And then, for the people that work at Paramount, the fact that multi-view is not an option is criminal. I was sitting here watching all three of these games. I got one screen over there. I got one screen right here. I got another screen down there. I damn near had to be cross-eyed to keep focus on all three matches at the same time. But today just shows you why the Champions League is the best competition in sports, bro. Like, what a day. What a day. But let's talk about it, right? PSG versus Liverpool, 1-0. Barcelona versus Benfica also ended 1-0. And then Bayern, they beat Leverkusen 3-0. So we got 3 wins today, and everybody that won their games kept a clean sheet, which I did not see coming. I did not expect any team to go scoreless today. And I don't even know where to start. I think we got to go with the biggest game of the round of 16 in terms of entertainment value, and that's PSG versus Liverpool. If you are a Paris fan, you have to be crashing out right now because Liverpool have absolutely scumbagged their way to a victory today. I cannot believe that PSG have not scored today. I swear, Liverpool had to only have one shot on target, and that led to a goal. Harvey Elliott off the bench. Liverpool have went to France and absolutely robbed PSG today. Alisson, this game, man of the match performance. That was one of the best goalkeeping displays that I think that we've seen all season. Alisson is the reason why PSG did not score 4 or 5 goals today. He was phenomenal. PSG could not get past him. You would have thought that Thibaut Courtois was back there. Now, what was super surprising about this PSG versus Liverpool game is how easy it was for PSG to break down Liverpool's midfield and their defense. They were literally cutting through PSG were cutting through Liverpool like a hot knife in butter, bro. It's fucking crazy. Dembele was cooking today. I think after the second leg, Andy Robertson might retire. He was getting violated. Everybody was worried about Trent. I actually think that Trent held his own. But PSG, aside from them not taking their chances, they were phenomenal today. I don't know what the stats show, but let's not let this 1-0 victory for Liverpool cloud our judgment. This was belt to ass by PSG. But Alisson, man of the match, Alisson had to make like 10 saves today. They were absolutely battering that Liverpool defense, and I cannot believe that Harvey Elliott came off the bench and scored that goal. Donnarumma got a hand to it as well. But look, in terms of how this game went, I wasn't surprised that PSG dominated the ball. I knew that Liverpool were going to sit back, right? I knew that Liverpool were going to be more pragmatic. But what surprised me, chat, was how easy it was. I didn't think that PSG were going to be able to create that many chances, right? We're talking about a Liverpool side that have been one of the best teams in Europe. Defensively, they've been fantastic. You got Van Dijk, you got Konate, and they all look like a deer in headlights out there. Alisson, to me, is the only Liverpool player that showed up today. I think Mo Salah stinker. And, bro, Mo Salah did not play well. This was probably his worst game of the season. You could say Mo Salah stinker and hooked. The Ballon d'Or favorite was non-existent today. When Nuno Mendes goes home, Mo Salah will fall out of his pocket. I think Luis Diaz, non-existent. Everybody out there for Liverpool, except for Alisson, and I'll say Harvey Elliott, because he came off the bench and scored the winner, did nothing today. PSG, bro. Fucking hell. Liverpool caught life, right? We can talk about the foul in that first half. I thought that was a foul, right? Konate, he definitely pushed Barcola. But it wouldn't have been a pen. If you looked at that foul, it happened outside of the box. So maybe Konate would have gotten a red card, but it wouldn't have been a pen. And that could have changed the complete direction of this game. But I think, look, PSG have nobody to blame but themselves. How many chances do you need? I know that Alisson had an amazing game today, but you got to put away one of those opportunities. And now, Liverpool are going to be taking a 1-0 lead into the second leg at Anfield? I don't know if PSG are going to be able to get a dub at Anfield, because now all the pressure is on them. Now, if they play like how they did today in the second leg, then of course they can obviously get back into it. But it's going to be a very different atmosphere at Anfield, bro. And I don't know if you can bank on Mo Salah dropping a stinker in back-to-back games. But this right here is the definition of a smash and grab. This was an Atletico Madrid special, the performance that we saw from Liverpool. But yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys are saying for this PSG versus Liverpool game. I think it's absolutely crazy that this game only had one goal. And I think that it's crazy that after the performance that we saw from PSG, Liverpool were the team that left with the dub. So I definitely want to know your thoughts and opinions on that game. Now, let's talk about Barcelona versus Benfica. Another game that ended 1-0. I think I expected more goals in this game the same way that I expected more goals in the PSG versus Liverpool game, right? We saw Barca versus Benfica a few weeks ago. That game ended, what, like 5-4? Back and forth kind of game. But today was very different. And I think that Benfica, they fumbled. Barca were playing with 10 men. Kubarsi was sent off in the 20th minute. And Benfica did not take advantage of that. Raphinha, this guy's been phenomenal all season, right? I know that I make the jokes and I call him Bolivian, but he's been playing at a world-class level. He's arguably been Barcelona's most important player this season. The goal that he scored to give them the 1-0, fantastic strike. Even though I do blame Benfica more. Why the hell are Benfica so shit at passing out from the back? The pass that Raphinha intercepted before he scored was an awful ball. You would have thought that my grandma made that pass. How off target it was. But that's good awareness by Raphinha to notice that the pass isn't on target, to intercept it, and then the strike from outside the box, phenomenal. Fair play to Raphinha. I think that Benfica in this game looked like the more clinical team, or no, not clinical, sorry, because clinical means that they would have scored a fucking goal, but they didn't. I think Benfica were the more dangerous team. Because Barcelona, after Kubarsi was sent off, they kind of sat back a bit, right? Because they didn't want to concede, which is understandable. Benfica had chances. Szczesny made some good saves. I don't know if it was the smoke from the fireworks, but Szczesny cooked. We saw two really good goalkeeping performances between Alisson and Szczesny today. I think the Kubarsi red card, that was fair, right? Kubarsi, Benfica have a player through on goal. Kubarsi was right there to get the ball. He completely misses it, wipes out the attacker, gets sent off. I'm thinking, well, Benfica are about to take advantage. They didn't. And now, I can't see them going to Barcelona and getting a win. I can't. Can you guys? Because I think Barcelona, what are the odds of them getting a red card again? So if you couldn't take advantage when they're down to 10 men, then how can I trust you to take advantage right now in the second leg? Look, man, Benfica had the chance to do us all a favor, and they didn't. And they did not. I think Szczesny was man of the match, but I also think that Raphinha is in that conversation as well. Lamine Yamal was taken off in this game in the 55th minute. I wonder why. If you're watching, Barca fans, let me know. Why was Lamine Yamal taken off? Is it because of injury concerns? What's the problem? Because what I remember is against Sociedad when they were down to 10 men only a few days ago. And I said, why is it that Barcelona are playing Lamine Yamal 90 minutes? And people told me to shut up. People told me to mind my business. People told me that Lamine Yamal, he needs to play 90 minutes. You don't know what you're talking about. So then why is it that he was subbed off in the 55th minute against Benfica in a must-win game when it was 0-0? Interesting. It's almost as if he should have been rested when you were dominating Sociedad. But whatever, right? It is what it is. End of the day, Barcelona, they still got the win. They're going to now have a 1-0 advantage going into the second leg. Barcelona have a pretty easy run to the Champions League semifinals, right? Like, if Barcelona do not make the UCL semifinals, then that is a complete bottle job. They literally have the easiest matchups. But, look, man, Benfica sold. I'm telling you, if Di Maria was out there, if he was not injured, I fully believe that Benfica would have gotten something from this game. But, look, got to give fair play to Barcelona, right? You also have to give credit to Hansi Flick. Everybody always talks about the high line, but Hansi Flick today, when they went down to 10 men, he immediately brought on Arroyo, and then he also did not play that high line, right? He sat back. He allowed Benfica to have more of the ball, which made them look a little bit more dominant and a little bit more dangerous, right? But Szczesny stepped up. We know the first time that they played Benfica, Szczesny had a stinker, right? Szczesny was out there playing American football. We saw that first game a few weeks ago against Benfica. Szczesny was awful. I thought Szczesny was going to get sent to the gulag. But since that game against Benfica during the UCL league stage, he's actually been really good. He's not had a bad game recently. So, look, fair enough, right? Got to give Barcelona credit for that 1-0. Now, again, get in that comment section, right? Let me know what you think about Barca 1, Benfica 0. And the third game, right? The two best teams in the Bundesliga faced off. And when I tell you that I did not see a Bayern Munich win coming, I am super shocked. Bayern 3, Leverkusen 0. And the thing is, I don't even believe that Bayern dominated them. All of Leverkusen's goals that they conceded were from mistakes. Harry Kane bagged a brace. The first goal that he scored, how is that defender allowing him to get to that header? By the way, what a cross by Olise. Olise is having a very good first season for Bayern Munich. He is cooking at the moment. But that should have never been a goal. The second goal. What is Leverkusen's goalkeeper doing? How do you fumble the ball like that? What do you got? Butter on your gloves? Musiala gets the second goal off of the goalkeeper's mistake. And then Harry Kane scores the penalty. 3-0. This draw is over. I cannot see Leverkusen going to the Allianz and overcoming a 3-goal deficit. And I know that a lot of Madrid fans are thinking, like, well, maybe Xabi Alonso's not the guy. I don't see how you can blame Xabi Alonso for what we saw during this game. The mental errors cost Leverkusen today. They had some chances, right? Like Jeremy Frimpong had a chance. Manuel Neuer made a big save. I think it's nothing that the manager can do. Like, Leverkusen, stinker and hooked. The entire starting 11, stinker and hooked. Florian Wirtz did nothing today. Bayern Munich have been twerking for Florian Wirtz. Are you guys not seeing what their board members are saying about Wirtz? They're calling him the best player in Germany. Today, he was mid. Today, he went missing. Musiala showed him levels. But, nah, Leverkusen's goalkeeper, though. Fucking hell, dog. What an awful performance. Jeremy Frimpong, mid. Piero Hincapi, the guy that I like from Ecuador, did not even play that well. I think, look, I'd be very surprised if Bayern are not through to the quarterfinals. I think that they'll take care of business in the second leg. And it's actually crazy when you think about it, because Bayern have the advantage in the Bundesliga, and now Bayern are about to knock them out. So, can Leverkusen win any trophies this season? I'm not sure. But, yeah, I think their own mistakes messed them up. I think out of the 3 games that we watched, even though the Bayern versus Leverkusen game had the most goals, right? It was 3-0. I didn't think it was as entertaining as PSG versus Liverpool or as Benfica versus Barcelona. But I definitely did predict Leverkusen to knock out Bayern. And I got that wrong. I just don't see it happening, right? And then now, you know, we'll see how Bayern do in the next round. Because they're more than likely going to be playing Inter. But, guys, smash that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you're saying for these 3 games, right? And also, people, make sure to join that Discord. Let there be carnage.